As promised and backed by popular demand, the Military Matters segment of Camden TV Today. I would like to welcome once again Jimmy Schubert, the Command Master Chief for Naval Submarine Base Kings Bay. Welcome, Jimmy.
Hey, thank you, Teresa. It's good to be back, and thanks for inviting me back on the show again. To talk about what we're doing here in Camden County and what we're doing here on the Naval Base. Mm-hmm. Thanks very much.
Yeah. Speaking thereof, you had mentioned some of the awards that the base has won with regards to community outreach and everything you do within the community. Could you elaborate?
Yeah, well, we have. We're very proud of the fact that over the last 5 years, we've won several different awards. The one, there was 5 in the last 5 years that we've won, and the first one was Personal Excellence of Partnership, and that's the relationship that we have with the Camden County school system. That's every tenant command has an adopt-a school, and each of the schools probably has a submarine or a tenant command on the base here associated to it. And what we get out of that is that the sailors get an opportunity to go into the school system in their uniform and get to be a part of a child's day, mm-hmm. and gives them an opportunity to either mentor the child, tutor the child, or help them any way that the school needs. And we work very closely here at Subbase with St. Mary's Middle School. Mm-hmm. And as we talk today, I'm going to meet with the school this week so we can develop a better plan for next year to make our program even stronger.
Oh, that is wonderful. You had also mentioned a drug-free program?
Right. The Campaign for Drug-Free America, well, we call it the Red Ribbon Week around here in Camden County, and we spend the month of October talking about, what we've done. And as a result of what we were able to do, we have our MAs who are dog handlers. They go out and they do drug prevention seminars for the school and different local organizations. We do a lot of that kind of stuff locally to make sure that people understand the awareness in drugs and that sort of. This year in particular, we're pretty proud of the fact that in a couple of weeks we're going to kick off the first Defy program, which is a drug intervention program for 9-year-olds to 12-year-olds. And one of the staggering statistics that we came from this is that 1 in every 4 12-year-olds has experimented with alcohol, drugs, or tobacco. And, and that's something that I didn't recognize, in being a father of 4 and having a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old, both of them in Defy this year, as they enter middle school and that sort of thing. And what Defy is going to do for them, it's not going to stop them, but at the end of the day is that it's going to offer them, areas where they can build on their confidence, build on the thing, to deal with the peer pressure and the strains that come along with being in middle school and in elementary and high school, is to teach them, some leadership skills and give them the ability to hopefully fend off any predators, and that's what I would call them, predators, right. To get our kids involved with drugs or alcohol or tobacco products.
That sounds like a wonderful preventive program.
Right.
Very nice.
And the neat thing is it's going to have it's going to be a week long. We're going to do colors in the morning. There's going to be a physical fitness portion of it. There's classroom portion. There's field trips involved. I think my son's all excited about going down and meeting the Jacksonville Jaguar cheerleaders. And, he's 12, so he's supposed to be excited. But the end of the day is it's those types of things to give them, and to continue to build on the confidence and those sorts of things that makes them better young adults and better teenagers as they come up into high school.
Oh, that is fabulous. You also touched a little bit on the Habitat for Humanity and the house, I believe it's in Woodbine, that's being built?
Right. We're building a house in Woodbine right now, or we're supporting Habitat for Humanity and building a house in Woodbine. We're very proud of that. We have sailors out there, and sailors, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, and DOD employees are out there supporting this house, and that we're on the build right now. And it should be finished, I think, in the next couple of weeks. But what's amazing is we've built 23 houses since we joined the program.
23.
23 houses have been built in Camden County with the help of the base, since we started the program. And as a result of that, we won the Project Gold Good Neighbor Award. And the other one that's important is the Red Harvest campaign that we use every month, is where we do a food drive for the local shelters here locally. And we, collect items, and then we go and we unpack the groceries, and we separate them out and put them in bags so that, they can be delivered to each of the families here in Camden County that need them. So we are here to support the families in need here locally as well. Oh. And we won that award. And the last award that we won is the Environmental Stewardship Award. And that is really about the Adopt a Highway program, where you're on St. Mary's Road and you see that a ship owns portion of the road, and it's their responsibility to keep it cleaned up. And typically our tenant commands are out once a quarter We make a big push in April, obviously, because of Earth Day. And we also, inside of that award, is the MWR recycling program that we have here on the base that I encourage everyone to use, because you recycle, you help the environment, you recycle with us, you help the sailors and the Marines and the Coast Guardsmen on this base. You help everyone across the board. And, you know, MWR supports all our fitness facilities and all our welfare and recs for not only our families and our families and our sailors here on the base, but it supports, you know, all the programs that we currently have, you know, for sailors and Marines that we have on the base. So it's important that we recycle, and it's important that we do it here in Kings Bay so that we support our sailors and Marines, and you know, with the gym and the bowling alley and the golf course and all of those places that we have.
Wow. I'm getting exhausted just listening to all the wonderful things and the programs that they have in place right now. How do you find the time?
Well, you know,
there's a lot of people are involved with this. I mean, a lot of people. So it really helps a lot that the local military step up and help with the community.
Well, Teresa, we make up 35% of the community. So we have an obligation. This is not because we're in the military and it's the right thing. It's the right thing to do, and it's also the right thing to do to support the community and our business, you know, and the businesses locally. You know, I'm a big fan of keeping everything in Camden.
Keep it in Camden.
You know, because because as we work closely together, you know, this is our community, and this is one of the few places that I've lived. And I say this a lot, and I'll say it to anybody anywhere, is that, you know, there's been 2 places that I lived where I absolutely felt a part of the community and felt a part of what's going on day to day in a community. And Camden County is one of them, and Charleston, South Carolina is the other one. But the end of the day is that, you know, a sailor can come here, he can buy a house, he can be a part of the community, he can be a part of a church, he can be part of the organization, and people are welcoming. We don't find that wherever, in a lot of places, in the larger areas, such as, you know, like Norfolk, D.C., those types of areas, you know, where you have a lot of metro area. This is more of a hometown, kind of brings you in, and the military is so well accepted here, that we can go out and be a part of the community, and we're welcome. And that's such a great feeling.
Definitely. It really is neighbors helping neighbors. Speaking, this is a really good point in case. Your last tour was, prior to coming here, was over in Japan?
That's correct.
And then when you came back here, he and his family moved back into their house. Their neighbors had a large welcome home sign, and that just shows you that they are a part of the community.
Yeah, and you know, it still, you know, chokes you up every time because you don't see that wherever you go.
Definitely.
You know, we didn't expect that, and there was a nice sign on our garage door when we came home that says, "Welcome home, Schubert. It's nice to have you home."
Yep, very nice.
So, you know, I mean, that's what it's about, and that's why I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful to be a part of this. And I, as usual, I'm always grateful that you asked me to come out and talk about what we're doing, you know, because my goal is to continue to bridge the gap between the community and the submarine base, so that people know what we're doing and we know what we're doing, and then things that we can get involved in. So, you know, if there's something that you need my help with, you know, please call. Don't hesitate.
Wonderful.
Let us know, and I'll either find the right resource or I'll find the right way to help you. Thanks very much.
I believe that 100%, just based on what I've experienced with working with Jimmy. I'd like to thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to having you back for next month. If there's anything in the interim you'd like to discuss, let me know as well.
Okay, thanks.
And keep watching Camden TV Today.